You could be a Virgo or a Scorpio, or you could have strong placements in those signs when it comes to your natal chart. Either way, no matter what, you are level headed, you are dependable, you don't mind putting in the work, especially with this Knight of Coins. It's definitely giving Earth sign type of energy in which you put in the work. You're honest, you're hardworking, you have integrity, you might have a very imaginative side to you, especially with this fantasy card being here. You could definitely have your own little fantasy world that you like to live in. You may romanticize the world a little bit at times, but overall, you are practical for the most part. You could be stubborn and set in your ways in more ways than one. But more in all, you're the type of person that people come to because you know how to solve problems. You know how to find solutions, and you may be very good at, detective type work. That might be something that you are doing. You could be a writer or involved in journalism or some type of literary type of field or industry. Um, that's for some of you. Um, with this Knight of Coins being there does give me the insight that you do have leadership capabilities, even though you are not in a leadership role or position right now, um, meaning someone is above you. Um, so you could be, a lead, but you have a supervisor. You're not the top um, type of energy. Nothing wrong with that, but you are fully aware of this, and um, it almost feels like you're in the wrong industry, or you are in the wrong. Well, not even wrong. You're there for a reason. You know why you're there, but you also know that you weren't meant to be there forever. And you may not be feeling appreciated by those around you. You may not be feeling like you're getting proper recognition from your job, from the people at your job, from your manager or whoever, from your family members. You may not feel like they see you and what you're doing and how you do contribute, or how you choose to contribute. You don't feel like they see this. And there may be some resentment building up in you because of this, because of feeling not seen, and um, having too much of a fantasy world or a romantic view of things going on, and allowing people to play games with you for a little bit too long, and um, kind of like just being so caught up in your own little world. You might like to listen to music while you're at work, or play video games, or something that just takes you away and allows you to just do the work without thinking. And yeah, like this may have put you in a position where you were oblivious to, or you allowed people to just play too many games with you, to be kind of foolish, to and not respect the work that you put in and that you contribute. And like I said, that resentment starts to build up, and eventually you will explode if you haven't done so already. And because it's building up like that, it could be the most minute little thing, something that you may not have thought much of it, or it may not have been a big deal to you in the past, but because you've been harboring so much disdain for your situation and for, the lack of recognition that you're receiving, this blow up is going to be inevitable. And I say that because the type of resentment that's coming through, it feels like someone whose creativity has been blocked. Like you have a passion, you have a goal, you have something that you already know that's what you are called to do. You feel so pushed to do it. But because you've been putting so much energy into this job or into, what you have to do, right? To survive, to live, that you haven't been able to put much energy into what you are truly passionate about. And so you may have been experiencing some type of block in your creativity or just being recluse and not really wanting to be around people because you're not able to put the energy where you want to put your energy. And it's toward that passion pursuit. And so, like I said, you're just basically staying and being there for the inevitable. It's going to happen. You're going to have that blow up happen. And you know it. You know that you leaving, because you don't have to have the blow up. You could say, you know what? I make the decision that I'm going to leave the situation. I'm going to separate myself. I'm going to do whatever it is that you need to do in order to release these this energy. And the only way that you can truly release this energy is if you pursue what you are truly called to do. And you will have a drive towards it. It's something that you couldn't put it down if you were paid to. Like it's something that truly is a part of your being and it gives you life. And you have to pursue that. And so this tower moment isn't really a tower moment because you already knew that it needed to come. And you knew it needed to come because you already know you need to break free with this devil reverse. You already know you need to break free from this situation. It's um, most likely a job, and it's most likely, um, a work situation that has been going on for too long. And you already know that it's time to remove yourself. And something's going to happen that's going to restore your hope, that's going to give you that extra boost, that kick in the butt type of energy. And it's really going to push you forward. But you're still kind of holding on to past things, even though you are in a healing mode and you are becoming more optimistic about the future. There's still some things from the past that you need to heal so that you don't bring that with you into your forward movement, which spirit, divine, your ancestors is all pushing you to move forward in the direction that you feel that pull. And you know what direction that is. It's going to be different for everybody, but you feel the pull. So you need to go and you need to do it. You want to break free, so you need to break free. And you are becoming, like I said, very determined to get your life back on track and aligned and to return back to what you are truly passionate about and what gives you life. Excuse me, your creativity is stifled in this environment that you are in. And you know that you need that creativity. It's just a part of your life force. And so you need to go, right? You need to heal. You need to not take things, not take things for granted, but also not take things so seriously to the point where you have like an angry outburst or you become angry. With this Knight of Swords being reversed, you can easily get into that mode where you become a bitter Betty, right? You harbor that disdain so much that it hardens you to a point where people really don't want to even deal with you or be around you. And what the end result will be is you will be alone, but not in a good sense, right? You need people around you for whatever reasons, and you don't want to be alone um, in that sense. And you don't have to be. Just make sure that you check the attitude, and you remember that everyone didn't hurt you, right? The situation was hurtful. It was burdensome. It really put a lot of stress on you and made you feel so disrespected and not seen. I'm it's almost like um you not it feels like, the Tuskegee airsmen and the black men who fought in those wars, and how they did not receive any awards, excuse me, any accolades, anything, because of the racism that was so prevalent in the systems that still exist today. Let's just be honest. But they didn't receive any of that. Could you imagine the feelings that they felt of like, wow, I put my life on the line. I did all these amazing things, and the world will never know, or at least in that moment, you feel that the world will never know because, of the feelings of other people, the opinions and the bigotry of other people, the discrimination from other people. And I'm not saying that that's what's going on with you. It could be, but I'm not saying that that necessarily is what it is. I am saying that's the feeling that is coming from this. It's like, wow, are you serious? Why did I even do that? It's very easy to become bitter, but please don't. Please don't. And this bitterness or this feelings that can keep you stuck in that position is going to make the transition a lot more difficult and harder than what it needs to be. You are creating uncertainty and doubt for your new beginning. And that's you doing that because you have such a great imagination. Your imagination is so powerful that you can create the reality that you exist in, right? So if you are thinking about your future in such a dark pretense, then what are you creating for yourself? So remember that. Remember that. All right. So I'm going to get a oracle card for you real quick. Um, to hopefully inspire you, give you some motivation, give you a little bit of guidance. Sorry, it's all loud and stuff. Um, as you make your way through. So give me 1 second. Oh shit. Hmm. Very interesting. I say one card, it gives me all of them. Okay. And very interesting that this is reversed because I didn't reverse any. So that's interesting. Anywho, so what flipped out, Michael Jordan, an Aquarius, reach for the highest vertical jump, metaphorically, is fine. Trademark your trademarks. Make it an old habit to try something new. Okay, so as you go into this new direction, make sure that you are being innovative. Okay. Your creativity is going to come back, especially the more that you heal those wounds and those past hurts and you forgive and let go of that. The more that you do that and get through that healing process, your creativity will definitely come back and really be sparked again. But remember that you have to have the drive. You can have a little bit of the talent, which is very interesting when you think about these two individuals, is that Michael Jordan had to really put in the work and practice, and he didn't get accepted. I think he didn't get on the his college team the first go. I think he had to go again or something like that. Something to his story where he really had to put in the work just to become what we would consider one of the greatest of all time, right? But if you were looking at him, let's say in high school or his freshman year in college, you would not think that he would be considered the greatest of all time. So remember that this is a process, okay? And you got to put in the work. And then you got Bill Gates over here who, like, let's just be honest, if he didn't have that team backing him up, would he be who we know him to be today? I don't know. So remember that you have a team that can help support you to reach the stars, right? It's not just solely on you. Even though you might be the one who's going to get all the recognition for it, remember that you always have people who are help you to reach wherever goals you're trying to reach. And it says for Bill Gates, we could all use a little help processing. Capability has no competition. Oh, excuse me, compatibility. Oh, Lord. Compatibility has no competition. Charity XL. Interesting. Hmm. Yeah, we can all use a little help. I'm going to read from the book on that one. Take your medium to the maximum. The sky is not the limit, it's a set. Every zeitgeist needs a close up. Yeah, get your imagination on board. Because you have someone who's practical with technical know how, you have someone who's very artistic, being a director, and with the movies, that's very Piscean type of energy and the imagination. And then you have, and creative, and then you have someone over here who basically takes the practical knowledge and puts it to work, puts it to use. And, it's just a theory until you actually, do it. Then it's not a theory anymore. Then it's either an experiment or, proven fact at that point that it can be done. Um, so, with that being said, somebody is about to do something that will change their life. And I believe that it is you. All right. Best of luck on your journey. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye.